and killed mid-morning at a storage facility, and police say it appears to have been an act of vengeance. Investigators say the victim was followed to the lot off the East Tex Freeway near the North Loop in November. ABC 13's Luke Jones is on this story tonight. And Luke, police recently identified a suspect, and they say this all involves a botched six-figure drug deal the victim's husband also admitted to being part of.
Yeah, of course, we know that now, but back up to 2 months ago when she was first gunned down, it all seemed so random at the time. A lot of folks wondering who would do this and why. Well, now we're learning police knew almost right from the get-go. A story of friendship, business dealings, and double dealing outlined in court documents that all culminated in a North Houston woman's death. 33-year-old Sherry Dawson gunned down at this storage unit along the East Tex Freeway November 5th. And now, months later, police have charged a Detroit man, Kip Stitz, with murder. Stitz, police say, a friend and business associate of Dawson's common-law husband. The same day as Dawson's murder, police say her husband came forward and told them about Stitz. According to court documents, he said he introduced Stitz to a cocaine supplier, and when Stitz told him he was planning to rob the supplier, the husband of the supplier hatched a plan to steal from Stitz. Police say the husband told them about a month before the murder, Stitz paid him $125,000 for a shipment of coke, which he and the supplier never delivered. According to charging documents, the husband told investigators about 2 weeks before the murder he got word that Stitz was looking for him, and that he believes his wife was killed because he stole money from Stitz. Police say surveillance video shows the victim pulling into this storage lot the morning of November 5th. She's followed through the gate by a truck police say Stitz was driving. Officers note for a whole 2 minutes, both vehicles engage in stopping, reversing, and turning around. A minute later, the victim falls to the ground. The suspect walks over to her, and a fight ensues. The victim gets up, but then falls down again, and the suspect takes off in his truck. Police pulled over a different vehicle registered to Stitz later that day, but Stitz wasn't in the car. Investigators say his phone began pinging in Detroit the next day, but 2 months later, he still hasn't been captured. Luke Jones, ABC 13.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 11. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 11. Ye shall not steal, nor deal falsely, neither lie one to another. And that's something that our people do the opposite of. Our people steal, kill, lie, and definitely deal falsely one toward another, which we know it goes into the curses and the hatred that our nation has one to another, and also to the indoctrination of this captivity of, you know, how we need to conduct ourselves, because Esau has turned you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians to niggas. So to partake and indulge in those things, that's the culture, the philosophies, the customs of niggerdom. Okay, whether it be Southern or Northern Kingdom. Okay, and also too, this is stuff that Esau does because, you know, you mimic and mirror Esau. Okay, Esau steals, you want to steal. Esau definitely deals falsely in every single aspect of life, and y'all dive head first in all of that aspect. Okay, and Esau damn sure lies, and y'all do the same thing, man. Okay, but as you saw on this news clip, and as you continue to see, this was a drug deal gone bad. This was basically a lie, dealing falsely, and basically not a strong arm robbery, but a robbery. You know, basically taking this man's, which I don't per se know anybody that would give somebody $125,000 up front with no product. I haven't ever heard of that in life in general, without any type of insurance of giving that much money for cocaine. Okay, so and our people don't really realize that doing certain things and taking people's money and just not, because again, this is wicked as hell, man. This goes into being a witch, warlock, all that, dealing street pharmaceuticals, and also more than likely going to be feeding poison to your people. But Jake really has in his mind that you can just do stuff like this and have no repercussions, no consequences for your actions, man. Now, that's not a small lump sum of money. That's not like 10,000, 5,000, something that would more than likely still be an issue, more than likely with Jake or whoever the person was. But that's just something that you should figure you're not going to get away with that, man. Okay, but let's continue. Let's continue, because our people, man, they basically digging their own grave doing stuff like this, man. And to have knowledge and wisdom and wickedness is not to have true knowledge and wisdom, but to be foolish, man. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 20, and I'm gonna read verse 25. A thief is better than a man that is accustomed to lie, but they both shall have destruction to heritage. And that's the main thing out of this precept, is that they both shall have judgment, shall have destruction, shall be judged by and from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now, this is only the beginning for this man, that basically committed the the treason and the theft against this other man taking his money. And again, it's wicked as shit. All parties is going to get what they deserve, point blank, period, man. But for you to do that, you're literally just building your own tombstone, and also again digging your own grave, because the Lord is making you suffer. Okay, the Lord has given the man the intel, the insight to be able to capture your wife in a certain area and to be able to execute her and to flee. And also, as you heard, he hasn't even been caught yet. So more than likely, this was premeditated. Okay, the guy that got the money stolen from him probably did some intel and research to figure out some things about the man that stole his money. And more than likely, if he doesn't get caught by the authorities, whether it be state or government authorities, more than likely he's coming for that dude next. And that's probably one of the main reasons why the dude told the police what is going on, because he's scared. So you were man enough to commit the crime, but when the repercussions, the consequences start to surface, now you want to be scared. Now you want to recognize what you have done. It's not a damn game. It's not a joke. Okay, but everything is formulated and orchestrated by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So you're going to have a destruction, man, because a thief, man, I hate a thief. I hate a liar. It's all unrighteous things, man. But let's continue, man, because the Lord makes it clear, man. And this is pure wickedness that has to be purged from off the earth, and especially amongst our people, man. Okay, and also in general. This stuff has to be purged from off of the earth, man. And it's not just going to start in the kingdom. It starts now, man. So this is Proverbs chapter 2. And I'm going to read verses 21 to 22. For the upright shall dwell in the land. And that's what's happening, man. Because the upright, which is the house of Israel, and which also is the predestinated house of Dawada, starting first and foremost with Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12 disciples, the 144,000, the 1/3, that third temple being built up right now before your eyes spiritually. Okay, that's where it's going to start, and that's where it's going to begin. And that's how it's going to be brought forth with righteousness to flourish upon the earth, man. Okay? So, I don't want to route to Zion. We are being prepped for our positions in the kingdom right now. Proverbs 2 verse 21, for the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. Because, once we renewed and translated into those new bodies, and the laws, the statutes, the commandments is written in our inward parts, we won't go off. So we will be perfect. And we also will be accepted and reconnected with Yahweh, by Yahweh Shai, spiritually, as of right now, but also mentally, physically, 144% around the board, man, across the board, however you want to state it. Verse 22, but the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. So that process is starting right now, man. The cleansing process is starting right now, man. The wicked is being judged, and also the actual wicked, which is the Edomites, and also the wicked of our people, man, which are being judged and condemned. Okay, because Jake wants to be like big brother Esau. Jake, again, as I said prior, he mimics and he mirrors Esau. He's a puppet, a parrot. Okay? And so our people are being judged left and right. But our people are going to be cleansed and brought forth back in the kingdom in their right mind. But the actual wicked, which is the Hebrew Edomites, are going to be, as it states, cut off from the earth. Okay? Period, man. There's no in between for this. But let's continue. I got a few more precepts because we're gonna dig into it, man. Okay, the Bible has an answer for everything that we see upon the earth, man, and how to go about it. Okay, so this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 21, and I'm gonna read verse 8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money, okay, and again, that's what these people, again, I don't know what, matter of fact, Salaki, I do, because the woman that got killed, I think, did they show her already? Salaki, they said they showed her already. The woman that got put down is obviously an Israelite. They're going to show her. They showed her already. It's a clip, it's a portion. I know they showed her. Did I already go past it? I'm pretty sure they showed her. Salakia. I must have went past it. Right there, Salakia. So obviously she's an Israelite. So I'm pretty sure her husband is an Israelite too. So this man, this Jake, literally didn't strong arm, but stole this man's money, attempting to build his house, to bring forth more wealth, to bring forth more resources from another man's money. And again, it's wicked all around the whole situation, because again, you're dealing in narcotics. You're basically, committing what is it called? A felony, and also I can't think of the daggone term, man. It's on my tongue, but I can't say it because it's kind of foggy in my head right now. Okay, but it's basically a transaction of drugs, man. So Salakia, Sirach 21 verse 8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial. As I stated earlier, man, because that's what he's done. That's what he has did. Okay, and the guy that he has stolen the money from, and more than likely, which I don't know, I'm just speaking as a man right now, he might have divided that money with the so-called connect, or he might have made a lie and made it seem like he had a connect and just pocketed all that money. But he already built stones for his wife, which his wife is already in the spiritual realm. But again, if the guy doesn't get caught, he more than likely is going to go after this guy next, man. Okay, more than likely, man. And so again, Sirach 21 verse 8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money, okay, because again, he stole, he's a thief, took this man's money. And again, it's wrong. Period. And every single person involved in this situation is going to get judged from and by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Point blank, period. Is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial. So he's going to get judged, man. He's going to be brought towards destruction, all of them. Okay? But especially the one that stole this man's money, man. Because I really don't know what the hell Jake is thinking, that you're going to sit right here and steal $125,000 and to think, just to think, nothing's going to happen. You're going to get away with it. He ain't going to do nothing. And look, by your actions, now your woman, which nobody perishes being innocent, but now your woman's in the spiritual realm and not here because of your wickedness, your stupidity. Okay, but let's continue, man, because again, man, greedy of gain, man, greedy of gain for somebody else, man. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15. Proverbs chapter 15, verse, what is that? Verse 27. He that is greedy, okay, because this was a greedy act. Oh, $125,000. Oh yeah, I know this. I know that. I can get that for you. And again, I don't know. I've never, even in the movie, there's always been some type of insurance or some type of agreement, you know, where you made sure that this wouldn't happen. That, you know, it had to be something done that if you did give your all, you know, a large lump sum of money, that it was insured to make sure that if something happened, you got your money back. Okay, because I really don't see, I don't know how stupid this person was or what was said or what was done. Or maybe, just maybe, because we don't know, and obviously the guy's not going to say it, maybe he did give him something. Maybe he said, well, he has this right now, he can give you this right now, but if you give him all the money, we can come back with it such and such. So we don't know exactly what was done to the full extent, because obviously Jake is not going to tell the police to the full extent if he actually did a portion of the drug deal with him. If he actually got him some type of substance, but he still owes him more of the substance. We don't know. Okay? Proverbs 15, verse 27. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house. And see, he troubled his own house, stole this man's money, and look what happened. The dude was, what do they call it? The cop, a stakeout. The dude did a stakeout, followed his woman to a damn storage, and more than likely questioned the woman. Things got out of hand, and she got slayed. Okay, she got slayed because our people take pleasure in wickedness, man. That's Sirach 19 verse 5. Our people take pleasure in wickedness because that's all they know, and they don't want to be reformed or renewed from that thought process, from that way of thinking. Okay. But you know, you're being greedy of that gain, and that gain came with consequences. That gain came with, you know, your common law wife to be executed again for the wickedness, the stupidity of your actions. And again, you know, also too, Salaki, I'm pretty sure she was informed and she knew what went on, what he did, etc. And she also chose to stay. Because that's exciting to these damn women to have a fake thug out here doing wicked shit like this, man. That's an adrenaline rush. That's, you know, a dramatic, and that's like something they look at it. They look at wickedness in a man like doing stuff like this, and you know, being a fake thug, a drug dealer, a scammer, all that. They look at boys like that as men, because that's lively. That keeps them entertained. Okay, because to live a right life, to live a life that of security, and to walk uprightly, to conduct yourself in the true knowledge and wisdom of the Lord, is born to them. Okay, so let's close out because the point is made, man. Let's go to the book of Amos, because you're going to continue to see this more and more, especially when the Lord takes his prophets off of the streets and off of the social media platforms. This is Amos chapter 9 verse 10, because this is what happens. Because again, the woman that the man that got robbed, she wasn't innocent. She was obviously a transgressor, a sinner, and the Lord does not make mistakes. Okay, it's just going to trickle down how he sees fit. Okay, so you best believe the people, whether it be one or two, that stole this man's money is going to get judged, and you best believe also the one that got the money stole, he's going to get judged too. This is Amos chapter 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Okay, which is the modern day gun or an actual sword. Okay, because also stated too, they didn't say that they heard gunshots. They said that they got the tussling and fumbling around over the ground. So this dude might have stabbed this woman. This dude might have stabbed this woman up. And that's, I've said plenty of times, and I'm going to say it again. I've heard niggas, real niggas, that have been shot and stabbed say that they would rather be shot than to be stabbed. It's a different type of pain to be stabbed, a different type of feeling. Okay? A different type of torment, torture. Okay? Amos chapter 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. But the evil is overtaken, and it's bringing it, and the Lord's bringing it to everybody that he sees fit to bring them to the day of judgment to be punished, man. So this is just another act of it. You do wicked stuff, you're going to get a righteous judgment from the Lord, man. So, you're being warned by the prophets daily. Take heed to it, man, because it's only going to get worse in these days to come. So I don't want to write this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akyonwa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.